I'm Andrew Lealofi, and I came into this earth born to two incredible parents. My love for Christ started at a very young age. Going through high school, I did find myself many times falling into temptations, but because I love my dad so much, I never wanted to ruin that. So I did get to go to San Diego State and play D1. But at the same time, I was actually on an academic scholarship. And I didn't have the grades to stay on that academic side. And it was one of the times I wanted to give up. And then I went and played at a JC to help me get back to San Diego State, where I ended up getting hurt. And I was paralyzed from the hip up. 3 days later, sitting in the hospital with my parents, the doctor came to me and told me, was there something else in life you wanted to do? And I was like, I want to be a nurse. And he said, I want you to take this record of yours and study it, because from this point on, your football career is done. I was frozen for the moment and crying, and I just asked God to give me one more chance to just get up and walk and do whatever it is that he wanted me to do. And that's when my hands came together, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like I'm moving again. And my mom and dad and the doctor himself was, a miracle just happened. That's where I was leaning on Christ the most and leaning on my family, and led me to leaving California and putting me out here in the wilderness, I like to call it. Sin City, but for me, it's a win city. My girlfriend at the time was attending this church, and that week when I came in, I heard Central Live. I was just awestruck. Finally, I went to First Step, and then in First Step, I got plugged into Fuse High School, which is Central Youth now. And soon after that, I went to Edge-A-Commitment with my girlfriend, and then led us to getting baptized. That moment was an awestruck moment, because to be hand in hand with my girlfriend, wife-to-be, and in that moment, the chills of my body felt like being washed by just a pure tear from cries of him crying over us and just saying, like, I created your chosen one for you in this moment. And I got to embrace that. 6 to 8 months later, we got married, and when you try to do things on your own, you'll find yourself in chaos and disaster. But when you surrender it all and you give it up to Christ, everything that you wanted will be present for you, and every single door will unlock for you by just allowing God to take over. And now I have a daughter and a family of my own, of everything and anything that I was wanting to happen. As soon as I allowed God to take the reins of my life, just keep your head up. Tomorrow's a brighter day.